That's project. If you can't describe that process, you can't do it because you don't know the exact process. Now you're imitating. Now, oh, I'm projecting. What are you doing?
So describe it once more so I've got it on video.
So
you guys can imitate so you can, not imitate so you can know.
So in project, what am I doing? I'm projecting center of the feet. Center of feet. Draw up the center of the feet through the center of the knees to the center of the hips. From the center of the hips to the dantian. From the perineum to the dantian. Those lines. Feel it. To the dantian.
Try it right now, guys. So
then go from the Ming Meng, expand the Ming Meng. Expanding the Ming Meng means you split half the Ming Meng, goes down to the tailbone, the other half expands to the fingertips. That's project. That's the process of project, right? That's how you move the energy from yin to yang in the process of projecting. Absorbing. What is the process of absorbing? Absorbing is from the hand, the yin pulls to the dantian, and then from the dantian goes to the Ming Meng, expands and expands and pushes down into the leg, into the ground. Right? That's the process of absorb. If you can't describe that process and you just say, oh, absorb is from feet to hand, project is from hands or feet to hand, or absorb from hands to feet, that's not clear enough. Right? That is, yeah, from a general point of view, yes. So there's two ways of opening and closing. One is to move the arms and one is to move the body. Does that make sense? Everyone understand what I mean by that? I can close, I can open, I can close, I can open. That's moving my arm to open and close. I can open, I can close, I can open, I can close. Does that make sense? So the feeling in the shoulder is the same, whether I do this or I do this, right? The shoulder is closing, the shoulder is opening, or the shoulder is opening, right? Right? So at first the exercises start by showing you, oh, this is open and closed with the arms. But the more and more you're studying, you realize that, oh, the movement has to be done by what? Absorb and project. Oh, if my movement starts from absorb and project, what am I doing? How do I get open and closed through the movement of absorb and project, right? But then this is where left and right comes in, right? Because at first when we study this, what? We're here, right? Feet square. So we're only doing everything symmetrical, absorb, project, absorb, project. But now we're putting the left and right in. So the left and right exercises have you start really the first time that you would actually go into that front stance. Step forward and have the hips come out from the angle and you're standing like this, right? I have to make sure I turn, even though one foot is forward, I turn so my hip is square. And for those who have karate experience, it's very karate-ish. It's very square in the front. Okay. But only by doing this can you establish what is closed, what is open. Right? You notice that this hip is closed, this hip is open. Right? Because to be square, so both hips are open, one hip has to close, one hip is staying open. So that's where open and close is. So this hip lines up with these shoulder lines. So technically, this is closed, this is closed. This is open. Notice how this is open. You see? You feel that? You understand? So this is slightly on neutral, slightly closed. This is on neutral, slightly on the open side. Right? So that's how you always hang a little bit on neutral while you come open or you close. So now we can do both and feel both, what we were practicing in the classroom about absorbing and then projecting back out at the same time. Well, that was just going the cycling this way. But now we're doing this way and left and right with this position. So square up and put your hands out like this. So like it's perfectly flat in front of you. Okay? So what we want to do is now, we just want to think of absorb, because absorb to me is yin. Project is yang. It's a yang movement. So if energy is moving from yin to yang, I want to think of what absorb does first to see how your absorb drives your project. And this exercise really clearly shows this. Okay. All right, so what I want to do is, I want to absorb down the front of my front leg this way, right? So as